back in it. I am so sorry. But like I said, Spider-Man had a good run, you know, and afterwards, you know, after people started complaining on that, ball one as the base runner from second goes to third in game 1 of 2. Now to be scored as a wild pitch. So already I had to restart my connection on my PS4, so we're doing just fine. So we're back in the action. So yeah, this afternoon I'm going to be trying to get a new episode of Assassin's Creed going, maybe, hopefully. Ground ball to straight center field in game 1 of 2, and that will be a RBI single for the Tigers. As the Tigers get the first one, it's 1-0 Tigers, top of the first with no outs. Welcome back, Kelly. What happened? I mean, let me tell you what happened, because apparently my connection blew out my episode 72, so I decided to do 2v2, so I'm like, why not? I'll get that son of a bitch out of the way. But I am doing, but that is much better. That's much better than it is. 36 RBI this year with the Tigers offense. But it's not entirely that bad. Here's the pitch by Williams, ball 1. So you were saying, Kelly, you were saying you had 20% of your memory on your phone, correct? 5 years ago, I went through bad divorce. So how'd that happen? Strike 2. Chris Stewart's 0 for 1. So I set up the World and Tech. Oh, okay. So what's your plan for your next phone? I mean, the phone that I have here, I've had this for 1.5 years, and it is the iPhone 6. It's temporarily the iPhone 6, as a matter of fact. Comes to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Tigers offense. 4th strikeout by Trevor Williams. So like I said, guys, my top moderator won't be back until I get a new charger, so it won't be a problem for anybody. Here it is one more time. 79 miles per hour and 5 inches. Tigers staring at base runner first with 1 out. Hold on. Here's the pitch by Williams. Ball 1. Susan liked the seat. Oh, wow. Nico Goodrum threw a walk his first time. Oh, okay. Okay, you were thinking an iPhone 7 or 10. Maybe, but I may wait to get a new phone during tax time next year, depending how much tax money I get back. But it all depends. It all depends how I'm gonna intervene with that and how much I'm gonna be holding back. 1-1 count. Fly ball to right center field in game 1 of 2, and will be gone. 1 of 2. 11 home run by Nico Goodrum, 430 feet. And the Tigers extend the lead. It's 3-0 Tigers. Game 1 is one more time. 2-1 shot to right center field. Oh my goodness. Can you smash the like button, guys? Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live. Paying it forward, please. That would be interesting. Strike 1. Maki Matuk is 0 for 1 with a pop out in the second. So remember, guys, love comes first before I do tremendously anything else. So I'm all hers after 4 today. The 0-1 count, fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. What is your favorite baseball team, by the way? Well, I'm more of a Tigers guy, most likely. But for any NFL team, my top moderator and I are big fans of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I've been a Steelers guy for 10 years. For solitary 10 years. So, as a matter of fact, you know, I mean, I've been with the Steelers for most of my entire career, ball 1. You know, I never let any NFL team down like I have several times in the past, but not a whole lot. The Steelers have great charisma. They have pretty damn good charisma, I'll tell you that, for the last 10 years. Ball 2. Grayson Grenier is 0 for 1 in game 1 of 2. But let me know what you guys think. Remember guys, we watch our videos in full. We like the videos, we tweet about, sell them, and we add them to a playlist. Fly ball to right center field. The line side, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Here's the replay one more time to right center field in game 1 of 2. 2v2, episode 72, guys, from the weekends and on the weekends. As we go to bottom of the 4th, Tigers up 3-0. Due up for the Pirates offense. Kevin Newman is 0 for 1 with a line out in the 1st. Here comes Boyd again, the pitch. Strike 1. But it's all good. Everybody has their favorite team, different team, whatever sport you're playing, you know, or pretty much you're advertising with. All in one count by Boyd. Ground ball to the mound. He gets it to first, and it's the first out for the Pirates. Here comes Adam Fraser. He's 0 for 1 with strikeout in the 1st. And tell you something else, Kellyanne. What do you think of my commentary from the weekends and on the weekends? Is it good, bad, or not too bad? Remember, I do this from the weekends and on the weekend. Looking for the out, Boyd. Ball 1. Oh, this is your first one. Okay, I don't blame you. It's anybody's first time of doing the I am a creative community, but it's all good. Ball to left, strike 2. And by the way, Kelly, does he hear? I haven't told you what happened with James Cox last week, did I? Ground ball to left, center field, and that will be a single for the Pirates. But I didn't tell you what the hell happened, did I? Let me know in the chat. Comes Corey Dickerson. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the 2nd. You mind if I tell you? Hold on. Check swing, strike 1. Let me know when you're ready. Hold on a second. Here's the replay again. 91 miles per hour, the pitch speed. Hold on a second. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2. So, you know my good brother James Cox, correct? Type it in the chat. Part of the hashtag I am a creator group as we speak. Ball 1. Well, apparently, what happened was, you know how James Cox used to work at Walmart, correct? And apparently, he was bringing something back to his car. Fly ball to right. Oh, it's not ringing a bell. Okay. So apparently, you guys already understand that James Cox got fired from Walmart last week because he was bringing something back to his car from work, and apparently somebody caught him or some shit. I am not really sure, but he is doing okay as we speak. He is living he's living the future, you know, with his cats, living with his future wife Janine, you know, hoping he can get a new job in the future. Hope we'll see. On deck, Melky Cabrera for an average of 307. But it all depends. It's up to him and it's up to his future Janine. Fly ball to right center field, and he picks up a block, and it's gone. 2-run shot to line drive. 2-run shot by Corey Dickerson, 15th home run of the season, 365 feet, as the Pirates cut the Tigers' lead. It's 3-2 Tigers, bottom of the 4th with 1 out. The Tigers offense have a ball game in game 1 of 2, guys, from the weekends and on the weekends. Here it is one more time. Power shot by Corey Dickerson of the Pirates offense. Boyd gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball one. But yeah, apparently he got fired from Walmart for bringing something to his car from work. But I did watch a couple of videos at this point, Kelly. And apparently, he's going to be doing his taxes. So I don't know if he's just maybe getting a new job, hopefully. That would treat him, that would treat him decent, treat him good, give him the right pay or something. But the good news is he did buy himself a new car. It's the 2019 Subaru Fall 3. It's actually blue, so he had us look inside, and I double checked, and it looks good. I mean, have you seen any of any Subaru, any New Year Subaru, Kelly? Comes to 3-1. Ground ball to right center field. He gets it to first, and that will be out number 2 for the Pirates in game 1 of 2. Here comes Francisco Cervelli. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the second. Well, Keonic and I were talking about it the other night. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, but the Tigers defense and the side is retired. Pirates leave a couple. As we go to top of the 5th, Tigers up 3-2 in game 1 of 2. Due up for the Tigers offense, guys. The pitcher, Matthew Boyd. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in the 3rd. Kellyanne says Walmart is in the devil. He is better off. Well, you know, he did a great job. I mean, the position that James Cox was doing, he was doing either stocking or I think he worked at produce, I believe. But I know a couple people at my store here in the state of Ohio. But I've been at Walmart for 2 years, if I haven't told you. But what I do is I do cards on both lots with help most of the time, and you know, not leave any damn card standing. So, and he struck him out, and that's the first out. But yeah, those Subarus are actually kind of like, have you seen any, I mean, you know what a shape of a van is, right? Or what color a van is? Here comes Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Philadelphia Phillies visiting the Nationals 2-1. I mean, tell me you know what a van is. It's kind of like almost compatible towards that Subaru. And when most of those vehicles cost a lot of money. Foul ball to right, strike 2. So you haven't heard of a van. What about a Mustang? Does Mustang ring a bell a little bit? Ball 1. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, the 2019 vehicle that costs a lot of money, that's gonna blow your ass up most of the time, depending on the cost. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that will be out number 2 in game 1 of 2. Here comes Amir Candelario. He struck out and he has flown out. Angels visiting the Blue Jays 3-1. But yeah, that's what fucking happened with James Cox. He got fired from Walmart last week because of what happened. So he is getting normal. He is doing okay, by the looks of it. Chaotic gave me an interesting topic from last week. Fireball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired in game 1 of 3. 2v2 part. As we go to bottom of the 5th, Tigers up 3-2. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, make sure you smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, tweet the live stream out. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. The more people we bring in, the more we all grow, win, and make anything compatible with anything. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. Here comes Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1 with strikeout in the 2nd. Boy gives sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to right, strike 1. I have MS, so I have to get a cab. I can modify if I lose any abilities. I always have to be prepared. Yep. When people get ready to drive, it's always important not to have police notify you. Because if you don't have your seatbelt on, most of the fucking people will get a fine. Or get a fucking service ticket, most likely. Ground foul, fly ball to left center field. He picks up a walk, and that is gone. Solo start to left center field. 9th home run by Dos Bell, 389 feet. And the Pirates even the score with the Tigers. It's 3-3, bottom of the 5th with no outs. But it's always important to have the seatbelt on, including, I mean, have you seen that funny scene from Men in Black? Between Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, J&K? Tell me if you've seen that. I mean, it's actually that one scene involving putting the seatbelt on, and he says, fasten your seatbelt, please.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
When they're driving in that black vehicle, he said the only rule is ground ball to line drive, and that will be a single for the Pirates.
Keeping him at first base. Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Pirates staring at base on him first, but no outs.
In now, Trevor Williams.
Ball 1. Trevor Williams is 0 for 1 with a flyout in the 3rd. I'll double check the tab in just a second. Ball 2. Kellyanne says I always wear my butt with multiple corrosive bodies. Just goes sometimes. Well, it's okay. But Chaotic gave me some good advice. Bunt attempt to right, and gets it to first, and that's the first out. While the base runner from first from the Pirates offense goes to second.
Ready for another shot now. Starling Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hold on a second. But stuff happens, you know. That's pretty much anything in particular. Ball 1. Starling Marte is 0 for 2. Yeah, do the wave or some set, yeah. Fly ball to right center field. And that's out number 2 for the Pirates.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Here comes the shortstop, Gavin Newman. He's lined out and he has grounded out. But yeah, Chaotic brought in some good points. If you want to hear them on Twitter. By the way, the update on Chaotic World, one of my other top moderators that comes in the chat, or when I send an invites to, Ball 2, is he is 40% of getting better right now, so he is trying to get better momentarily. So him and I got a hold of each other on Discord this week. He said he's feeling 40%, and the base runner from second goes to third for the Pirates offense. Nobody scored a wild pitch, and that's ball 3. But yeah, the update on Chaotic, he is slowly trying to get better, trying to get back in shape and all that good stuff. So he did tell me he doesn't know when he's going to go back to streaming, but he said it's going to be soon. Strike 1. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm getting my top moderator a new fucking phone charger so I can have a charger phone this week. So that way she can come back in the chat. Fly ball to the foul ball to left, strike 2. Anytime. Comes to 3-2 by Boyd. Fly ball to straight center field. In game 1 of 2, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. It's the 3-point one more time to straight center field in game 1 of 2. As we go to top of the 6th, Pirates with 3, Tigers with 3 in game 1 of 2. Kellyanne says, I wish him the best, don't know him, but look forward to checking him out. Well, Chaotic hasn't paid much attention to James Cox. Even though James Cox is, then check out Chaotic World's comments on Twitter or on Facebook. I'm not sure if he's been responding to them a whole lot or anything. But yeah, by the time Chaotic gets back, after he gets done physical therapy, all he has to do is go through therapy another couple of months, and then he'll be back. He'll be back to normal in no time. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Chicago White Sox visiting the Cubs 3-2. But it's all good. Foul ball to right again, strike 2. But like I told him earlier this week, my love and I are praying for him. Foul ball to right again, strike 2. Washington Nationals hosting the Phillies 4-2. Ground ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 2. This is 2v2. Pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask any support back afterwards. You guys have any questions about the idol? Oh yeah, I was gonna get your insight, Kelly, in just a moment. Based on her first with no outs. Yes, the pitch by the pitcher, strike 1. But I was gonna ask you a question, Kelly. Nick Castellanos is 1 for 2 with a single. What my love and I to do for the idol for next year. Even though her and I have an entire year to get to it by the end of the first quarter of 2020. So, my love and I are deciding what song we should dance to for the idol for next year. And so far, Men in Black has been having a good lead. But the other options that are on the table is the other two. And that's the first out for the Tigers.
Oh man, I don't know how that happened.
We got the question is, what song do you think my love and I should do for the idol? Men in Black still has a good lead. So Kelly, do you guys think my love and I should do Men in Black, Phantom of the Opera, or Titanic? Because Men in Black has been getting some good favorable votes for the idol. And I'm also predicting if you think I should go with Black and White for Men in Black for Night to Sign, or go with Orange and Black. Kristen Stewart has struck out and he has flown out. Tiger's staring at base runner first with 1 out. If you can let me know, type it in the chat. Which one you would actually go with. And I'm also waiting, even though they haven't fucking sold up, and it would be Alice and Leon. They gave me a couple of their votes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. But yeah, Kellyanne, what's your prediction, and do you have a particular reason on that? But Chaotic is slowly trying to get back in shape. Comes to 1 and 2 by Trevor Williams. Fly ball to straight center field. And he's under it, and that's the second out. But it all depends how it's gonna continue. Here comes Nico Goodwin. He's 1 for 1 for a 2-run shot in the 4th. But you know, it's all good preference. And what it comes down to. Ball 1. But smash the like button, guys. Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward. and being rewarded.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
So have you seen any of the 3 dances? Phantom of the Opera, Titanic, and Men in Black?
The 1-1.
Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block and that will be an RBI double. And the Tigers regain the lead in game 1 of 2. It's 4-3 Tigers, top of the 6th with 2 outs. 16th double by Nico Goodrum. Here it is one more time. From the weekends and on the weekends. So Kellyanne, have you seen any of the dances? Men in Black, Phantom of the Opera, and Titanic. I mean, Titanic. My love and I are talking about that iris dance. I'm not an iris dancer as we speak. Or it could be a different one I would go with. And that's going to be it for the Pirates starter. Coming to the mound for the Pirates defense, Michael Feliz, making his 42nd game this season. On-4 record, 4.63 ERA, and he has 54 strikeouts for the Pirates defense. What is an iris dancer? Well, I mean, you know how people do dance to iris music, correct? What if it's Titanic? The Newsies, my love and I my love likes the Newsies. If you recall, my top moderator got an honorary mention earlier this year for doing her dance routine her own way, and I was there. And then she got Phantom of the Opera for first place 2 years ago. But I don't think I made it, or I may have advertised it. I can't recall. But yeah, my love and I are trying to gather votes, speculations of what you guys want us to do. If you guys, that's why you guys are giving me a reason why. Give me a particular reason why you would go with that one. You know. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 3, and the side is retired. We play one more time in game 1 of 2. On the weekends and on the weekends. As we go to bottom of the 6th, Tigers up 4-3. Due up for the Pirates offense.
He singled his last time up.
He nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. No, like I said, I sucked the world off. I long has changed in 5 years. Right. So what kind of fan of movies are you? Any ideas? I mean, for me, for my love and I, we love romantic, comedy, and a couple of other things that are in that book. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 1. So it all depends. It's just that Men in Black's been having a good lead.
2-2 to Adam Frazier.
For the idol and whatnot. Here's the 2-2 by Boyd. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
But this will be a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted down.
Foul ball to left again, strike 2.
And they can't run it down.
Ground ball to the mound. He gives it to first, and that will be a single for the Pirates.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot.
And something's happening with the starter. I haven't checked them out, but I would love to. I would have you double check them on YouTube and tell me what you think would sound the most. Remember, look up the dances. Look up the dances during the I Am Creator community for Titanic, Men in Black, and Phantom of the Opera, as we speak. That's the pitch by Boyd. Ground ball to straight center field, and that will be a single for the Pirates in game 1 of 2. But yeah, I would try to research them real quick if we get the chance. Here comes Milkman, Melky Cabrera. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. And then at the end, you can tell me what's one you'd think my Love and I should do. Like I said, Men in Black has been holding on a good lead with some of the others that come in. Fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Pirates. Here comes Francisco Cervelli, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the second. Boyd gives the sign and the pitch. Foul ball to right. I'll have to wait till I get off here, but I will check it out. If you get, like I said, if you get a chance to check him out, you can tell me which one you would go with, and you can give me your particular reasons, so my love and I can talk about it. Ground ball to right center field, and that's out number 2 for the Pirates. But a base runner from first goes to second, and the base runner from second goes to third. Here comes Das Bell. He's 1 for 2 with a solo shot in the 5th. Comes Boyd again, the pitch. Ball 1. But yeah, I told some of you guys earlier repeatedly that I'm getting the other 4 games, but I did hear the exciting news that Final Fantasy VIII Remake is coming out in a couple weeks on September 3rd. So far Monster Hunter World has been doing okay on Thursdays and Fridays, but by the time I get my next Money in the Bank in a couple weeks, I'll tell you in a minute. And they pop up to right foul, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Pirates strand a pair in game 1 of 2. As we go to the top of the 7th, Tigers up 4 to 3. But yeah, well, let me ask you this, Kellyanne. Have you heard of Final Fantasy? When it premiered on the PS1 back in 1987. When I was a kid, my very first Final Fantasy game I've ever played before the others came out, I just started out becoming a big fan. You know, I've been 1, 2, I didn't beat fucking 3. I've been the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Came so close to beating the 8th. But I am buying that on my next Money in the Bank, but not this week, because I'm going to be going on a couple trips coming up. Fly ball to left center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to left center field. 6-1 by Grayson Grenier, 413 feet. The Tigers extend the lead. In game 1 of 2, it's 5 to 3 Tigers, top of the 7th with no outs. But yeah, I've also been 9 and 15. I didn't like 13 because it was a fucking piece of crap. Because, I mean, I've owned it on the 360 in the past, but I have also owned it on the PS3. What's the PS3 was a piece of trash. But later next year, I'm going to be getting the PS5, and then my love's going to get the PS4 after I transfer the information to the new console. Coming to the mound for the Pirates defense, Redford Rodriguez, making his 50th game this season, 5-1 record. He has an ERA of 2.82 ERA and 64 strikeouts. As the Tigers offense will bring a pinch hitter, they will be bringing in Ford Hanna, the lefty, southpaw, batting .275, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases for the Tigers offense. But yeah, the other game I'm also buying after the 3rd is September 13th, which is, like I said, Borderlands 3. All I have is fucking $7, and that's it. I haven't bought any more than that. It will be done. It will be done when I pay the rest and get my copy by next week, but in a couple weeks, by the 13th. But I'm going to be out of town in the month of September 20th to the 24th, and I'm also going to be out of Also be out of state on October 2nd to the 4th as well. I'm going to be going down to San Jose for Kalahari and Sandusky, and I'm also going to be going to Washington, D.C. coming up in September. So I told you guys in the past that I'm still not going to be live and bring you guys in the chat, so it's all good. You guys won't have a problem. Kelly, and you won't probably have a problem with any of that. Taking time off from out of my schedule. Jody Mercer is 0 for 3 in game 1 of 2. But it's all good. Fly ball to the left center field. And that will be out number 2 for the Tigers. Here comes third baseman Samir Candelaria in game 1 of 2. He's 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 5th. So yeah, I'm going to be going back-to-back trips, back-to-back years, so it's not going to be a problem at this point. Strike 1 in game 1 of 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
But then again, it's all good preference. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 2. Hit speed was 107 miles per hour in game 1 of 2. Rodriguez struck him out in game 1 of 2, and the side is retired. Here's the replay of the solo shot to left center field in game 1 of 2. Guys in the chat. As we go to bottom of the 7th, Tigers up 5-3. It's an entertaining game in game 1 of 2 from the weekends and on the weekends. As they'll be bringing in, as the Tigers defense will be bringing in Blaine Hardy. Blaine Hardy making his 18th game of the season, 3-3 record, 1 save, ERA is 1.77, and 36 strikeouts to his resume. To his credit with the Tigers defense. Due up for the Pirates offense, Colin Moran. He had a single in the 5th inning. Here comes Hardy, gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. But you know, it's gonna be interesting. After speaking with my I'll read the chat in just a second here. 1-0 count by Hardy. Ball 2. I don't do the online gaming. I guess that's what it's called. I have lately been wanting. Reminds of the role playing back in the day. Yeah. I was born in '93. When Final Fantasy came out, it was out for 6 years. Fly ball to right center field. And that will be a triple for the Pirates in game 1 of 2. First triple by Colin Moran. Excuse me. Here it is one more time. But yeah, I was like 6 years old when the very first Final Fantasy came in. 69 was my year. So, right. I don't think it's been that bad. Here comes Elias Diaz, batting .278, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs in game 1 of 2. So other than that, did you check out the trailer for Final Fantasy VIII, or have you not had the chance? It's coming out on September 3rd. I'm also getting Borderlands 3 by the 13th. Next month. Strike 1. Pirates staring at base runner at 3rd with no outs in game 1 of 2. Angels visiting the Blue Jays 3-1.
Good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Fly ball to straight center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Pirates. Here comes center fielder Starry Marte. He's 0 for 3 with a fly out in the 5th. Excuse me. Fly ball to right center field, and that's out number 2 for the Pirates. Base runner at 3rd goes to home, and the Pirates cut the Tigers' lead. It's 5-4, bottom of the 7th with 2 outs in game 1 of 2. Here comes Kevin Newman. Kevin Newman's 0 for 3 with a fly out in the 5th.
Bases empty and 2 gone following the fly.
So you've seen Final Fantasy VIII Remake?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
So you've seen the trailer itself.
Ball and no strikes.
I like Final Fantasy. The graphics are really good. I'm wanting to start off with it. So would you start from the? Are you going to be starting from the beginning of that, from scratch, if we get the chance, or will you be starting the remake?
Easy fly ball into shallow
Because I know my buddy Chaotic's really going to get really digging into it
retires the side.
by the time that comes out, and the side is retired.
So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors.
As we
and
Pirates leave 1 as we go to top of the 8th. Pirates up 5. Tigers up 5-4 in game 1 of 2. Coming to the mound for the Pirates defense, guys. Tyra Lyons, 33rd game this season, 2-0 record, 5.66 ERA, and 54 strikeouts. But yeah, I've also been looking in the game of the year credentials, so we'll get to that in a moment. Miguel Cabrera's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 2.
Here comes the first.
Here's the Lions, ball 8th. Cincinnati Reds hosting the Astros 3-2. So yeah, I'm looking in the Star Wars as well. Ground ball to left center field. But all depends. I'm gonna have my fucking hands full with Final Fantasy VIII for Thursdays and Fridays if I don't plan on continuing with Monster Hunter World for that slot. So it all depends. Ball 1. Washington Nationals hosting the Phillies 4-4. At the Pirates bullpen, Kiwan Keela. Atlanta Braves hosting the Mets 6-1.
1 out, nobody on.
And also next year, I haven't told you either, Kellyanne. By next year, I'm also getting Watch Dogs Legion on March 3rd. Keanu Reeves with Cyberpunk 2077. That's coming out on April 16th. The Story of Humans comes out as well, but I'm not a big fan of Aliens, but especially when it comes to Alien Isolation. And that's the second out for the Tigers. And the connection's already bothering again. It's okay. I don't have to worry about it right now. My connection has been quite stupid since yesterday. If it goes off camera, why not? It's not going to be a bad idea. It's going to be okay.
Into the box now.
Here's the pitch by Lions. Ball 1.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this
Grayson Stewart's 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 6th. Texas Rangers hosting the Indians 3-2. But it all depends. It's up to anything at this point. Strike 1. Minnesota Twins hosting the Red Sox 2-2. Here comes Lions. Foul ball to left. Strike 2. Ball 2. Pirates have given up 1 walk. Fly ball to straight center field in game 1 of 2. And he makes the catch, and that'll be that in game 1 of 2. As we go to bottom of the 8th, Tigers up 5-4. 2 up for the Pirates offense. Adam Fraser. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Hardy gets the sign in the pits. Ground ball to left center field. And that will be a double for the Pirates. The 11th double for Adam Fraser with the Pirates offense. Here it is one more time.
Nice job of defying the odds there.
Digging in to try it again.
Here comes Corey Dickerson. He's 3 for 3 with a home run and 2 singles in game 1 of 2.
They haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Pirates staring at base runner second with no outs. Ball 1. The Pirates are 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position with no average to this point. got one in the hot seat. We may have one like, maybe. Wait the live stream out. Let people know that we are live paying it forward and being rewarded. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Pirates. While the base runner from second goes to third. Here comes Melky Cabrera. He's 0 for 3 with a flyout and 6 in game 1 of 2. But I did do baseball off camera because the connection was blowing out of a little bit of my rears. But everything might be alright, hopefully. Strike 1. Pirates staring at base runner third with 1 out. Ground ball to left line. In game 1 of 2, and that will be a double for the Pirates. RBI double as the Pirates even the score with the Tigers. 5-5, bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Fourth double by the Milkman. Here it is one more time.
Not being able to hold the lead, and here's another example of the bullpen serving up the tying run here in the late innings.
Pitch hitting for the Pirates offense. Lonnie Chisenhall batting .206, 10 home runs and 1 stolen base. To his credit. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Ground ball to right, center field. And that will be a single for the Pirates. Check it out one more time in game 1 of 3.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Gregory Polanco will be the pitch runner for the Pirates offense. Coming to the batter's box. Josh Bell is 1 for 3 with a solo shot in the 5th. As you guys can see in the chat. It's the pitch by Hardy. Strike 1. And a bunt attempt. And that's strike 2. And the base runner from third goes to home. As the Pirates take the lead, it's 6-5, bottom of the 3rd with 1 out. Here's the pitch to him. Fly ball to left center field. And that will be an RBI single for the Pirates. As the Pirates extend the lead, it's 7-5 Pirates, bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Take it out one more time. Tigers defense were not expecting this. In game 1 of 3, game 1 of 2, guys. Pirates staring at base runner first with 1 out. Hardy gets the sign. Fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out for the Pirates. Here comes the catcher, Elias Diaz. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout in the 7th. Strike 1. Excuse me, ball 1.
Man, he just missed,
but it's all good.
Right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that.
4 inches, 20 miles per hour.
Next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ground ball to the 3rd. He gets it the 1st, and the side is retired. 3 outs. It's been a good game 1 of 2, though. As we go to top of the 9th, Pirates holding on to a 7-5 lead. Coming to the mound for the Pirates defense, Felipe Vasquez, making his 22nd game of the season, 2-2 record, 14 saves, 4.71 ERA, and 27 strikeouts. Here comes Nico Goodrum. We're going to keep it going. It's 2 for 2 for home run and a double in game 1 of 2. Vasquez gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
Nico
Goodrum is 2 for 2. Cincinnati Reds hosting the Astros 3-2. Vasquez gets prepared. It's the 0-1 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2. And thank you, Kellyanne, for stopping by, having the good pleasure. Accompanied by Miss Me of the I Am Creator community.
The 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Down below the knees.
Are you still in the attack, Kellyanne? What happened? Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands
Here's the
back
pitch
a
by
little bit,
Vasquez.
he might have been able to do some damage.
Ground ball to
Newman
left.
gets it cleanly.
He gives it the first one away.
And that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Game 1 of 2. Maki Matok is 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 6th. Looking to build his 0 for 3 for the Tigers offense.
Especially with runners in scoring position.
Angels visiting the Blue Jays 4-3. Here's the pitch by Vasquez. Strike 1.
That's in there for strike 1.
Texas Rangers hosting the Indians 3-3. 0-1 count by Vasquez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He pretty much only held that just a little too long in game 1 of 2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Time is running out for the Tigers offense. Here it is one more time in the 10. Last chance for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 2. It's been a good one though. Here's the pitch by Vasquez. Strike 1. Grayson Grenier is 1 for 3 with his solo shot in the 7th. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. The I Am Creator community.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
And this misses the outside corner.
Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. Pay it forward and be rewarded. The 1-1 by Vasquez. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate
I didn't get that much. That's alright.
I don't think there'll be a third.
Swing and a miss, and the Pirates get the first one. Get the first game. As the Pirates hold on to win, going up a different record, 7-5. Tigers are back down to 31 and 41. But the Tigers showed a good game with the Pirates. Which was not too bad. Tigers held a 1-run lead, and then the Tigers took that away in the bottom of the 8th. But the Pirates hold on to win 7-5. Tigers are 31 and 41 this season. Pirates had 13 hits. Tigers had 7 hits, which is not too bad. In game 1 of 2. So now the Pirates won the first one 7-5. In the chat. As we simulate the other scores, as you guys can see, the Tampa Bay Rays going up to 38. Let me rephrase that again. The Tampa Bay Rays going up to 36 and 38. Shut out the Yankees down to 39 and 35. Final score 2-0 and a shutout 8 with 8 hits. Morton with his 7th win for the Rays. Philadelphia Phillies going up to 43 and 30 over the Nationals down to 40 and 33, 5-4, 14 hits. Dominguez of his 3rd win. David Robinson with 16th save of the season. The Angels going up to 36 and 38 over the Blue Jays record down to 39 and 34, 4-3 with 7 hits. Bud Ray with his 1st win. Allen with his 23rd save of the season. Cincinnati Reds going up to a tremendous 48-24 of the season, sending the Astros down to 45-29. Final score 3-2 with 6 hits. Rourke with his 8th win. Iglesias with his 23rd save of the season. The Atlanta Braves going up to 33-42 over the Metropolitans, 6-1 with 9 hits. Toussaint with his first win. Mento with his 13th save of the season. Cleveland Indians going up to 29-43 over the Rangers, 6-3, 13 hits and 1 error. Holt with his second win. Mateo with his 9th save of the season. Chicago Cubs had a good game with the Chicago White Sox going up to 46-26, sending the White Sox down to 43-30, 9-8 with 14 hits. Brandon Mel with his 3rd win. Minnesota Twins going up to 37-35 over the Red Sox down to 45-31, 3-2 with 6 hits. Hildenberger with the 2nd win. Rogers with the 7th save of the season. St. Louis Cardinals going up to 38-35 over the Marlins, 3-2. Let me try to get it going again, guys, of the I Am a Creator community. 2-1 with 8 hits. Reyes with his first win. Diamondbacks going up to 34-40 over the Rockies down to 41-33, 5-4 with 12 hits and 1 error. Moreno with his 3rd win of the season. Baltimore Orioles going up to 28-47, set up the A's down to 44-31, 2-0 with 7 hits. AJ Cobb with 2nd win. Gilmore with his 20th save of the season. Seattle Mariners get a win back over the Royals down to 38-35, 3-1 with 9 hits and 1 error. Leake with his 5th win. Strickland with his 10th save of the season. LA Dodgers finally back in the winning column, going up to 41-33 over the Giants, 4-3 with 8 hits. Ryu with his 6th win. Sanson with his 24th save. And the Brewers going up to 31-42 over the Padres, 8-3 with 17 hits. Zach Davies with his 2nd win. So the Tigers are back in the losing column. They got one more game with Pittsburgh against the Pirates. And they have a day off, then they will be at Cleveland to take on the Indians. Showing no mercy. To double check the standings, the Tigers are letting loose just a little bit. And so only 6 games back behind the Twins, as they won 3 games going up to 37-35 of the season. Royals are losing safe as well, 38-32 down to 38-35, 3-game skid, as they only won 2 games out of the last 10. So we'll see what happens without question. White Sox still have the lead with 43-30 of the season of the American League Central. The Astros have fallen apart just a bit more. They've lost 4 games, going down to 45-29, but they still have a game-and-a-half lead over the Athletics. Angels have won 3 games in a row, going up to 36-38 of the season, as you guys can see. And so, as the Angels are going to continue their momentum as well, Mariners have won 2 games, surprisingly, going up to 29-48. Remember, they had 9-1. He had 9 games won before earlier this season. Let's see how that impacts that. As we look at the American League wildcard race, Athletics, Blue Jays, Yankees, Royals, Twins, Orioles, Mariners, Indians, Tigers, Rangers, Rays, Angels. Still plenty of time for the Tigers to catch up a little bit. The Phillies going up to 43-30. As they are 3 games ahead of the Nationals, as they got a loss. Marlins have lost 5 straight, down to 35-37. 2 wins in a row behind the Braves, going up to 33-42. 2 straight losses by the Metropolitans, down to 29-45. But the 2 impacts, guys, as we surpass the 1-hour limit finally, of 2v2 on the weekends and on the weekends, is the Phillies have a 3-game lead. The Marlins are looking to group up a little bit this season, but it's still early before it gets to the All-Star break. The Reds have won 4 games, as this is one of the goodest winning columns you guys can ever see in the National League Central. Reds have won 4 straight, going up to 48-24. The Chicago Cubs have won 3 straight, going up to 46-26. But the Pirates kicked the Tigers' ass, as the Tigers were not expecting that 7-5 win. The Pirates are up to 33-39, as they're only 4.5 games behind the Cardinals, as the Cardinals are 38-35 this season. Brewers also got a win. So most of these 5 teams are looking to continue their winning streaks as we speak. So we'll see what happens from there. The Dodgers got a win back finally, going up to 41-33 as they even the score with the Rockies. Be like the Rockies are not going anywhere without the Dodgers. With the late great Zachy Robinson, whatnot, knowing where that's going to go. So we'll see what happens between these 2 teams. Diamondbacks have won 2 straight, going up to 34-40. If we look at the wild card for the National League, Cubs, Rockies, National, Cardinals, Marlins, Diamondbacks, Pirates, Padres, Mets, Brewers, Giants, Braves, as it looks below. Now the Red Sox, the problem with the Red Sox, their contact's been looking well, but they still have a 4.5 game lead as they lost 3 games, going down to 45-31 after a loss by the Orioles, I believe. Blue Jays have lost 2 games, down to 39-34, but there's still plenty of time to get some wins for a lot of these teams. The same with the Tigers, you know. So it all depends how that's going to get through, get into the persuasion, and a little more of the circulation. So we'll see how this one's going to go for a different communication, different location afterwards, and hopefully it gets something going afterwards maybe. The thing about the Yankees, they're down to 39-35, but they can get that up a little bit more. So we'll see how this one factors, and that's going to do it. I'll tell you guys a little bit of information in just a second. I'll tell you in just a moment. Okay guys, that's going to do it for 2v2 of episode 72 or 73. Wait, it's actually 72. If you guys would love to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, make sure you guys hit that like button. Turn on notification bell. Tweet out the live stream, pay it forward, and be rewarded. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account using the hashtag #IamACreator equals hashtag pay it forward philosophy, where we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, we tweet them out, save them, add them to a playlist, and we leave a meaningful comment afterwards during the IamACreatorCommunity.com/IamACreator. The more people we bring in, guys, the more we all grow, win, and make a solitary difference as much as we can all together. So this afternoon, I'm gonna get a break from baseball from the weekends, and I'm gonna get a break from baseball for temporarily for now, and then what I'm gonna be doing is a new episode of Borderlands 2. You guys are gonna be getting that this afternoon. So you guys keep your notifications on. Tweet the live stream out, pay it forward, and be rewarded. The Tigers are back in the losing column. They got one more game with the Pirates, and after that day off they have, they'll be on the road against the Cleveland Indians. See how that's going to sell composer. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you, Kellyanne, for stopping by. I will be with my love after work today, so after 4, so it'll be good to go. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I will see you guys later this afternoon with Borderlands 2. You guys have a good day and have a good morning. Stay off my pudding.